Hey everyone, and welcome to Yoga with Brittany. My name is Brittany, and today we're doing a trauma-informed Vinyasa. And what makes this trauma-informed is simply I'm going to tell you exactly what to expect. I'm going to offer several modifications throughout class, and I also encourage you to take what I'm offering, and if it doesn't feel right or safe in your body, please do something that does. So throughout class, will be offering things like downward facing dog or forward folds. If that feels a little too vulnerable for you, please just take them out completely and get to a standing position until you can catch back up or until the video guides you into the next posture that you do feel safe. This class will be about 45 minutes long, starting with a seated warm-up, and then we'll be going through Sun Sal A, Sun Sal B, and then a couple varied postures throughout this class. You also have the option to get into a seated position and get back into your body until you feel safe to join the rest of the class. We will also be finishing this class with a 10-minute savasana at the end. So we'll be lying down, and since you're in that room and I'm in this room, I won't be turning down any lights, but if that's something that you do want to do, or if you want to close down the eyes or put something over the eyes to relax, this is totally your practice. You have all the options in the world to get to a position that feels safe and to tap into this flow in a way that feels true and safe to you. With that being said, my intentions for today's class is for you to tap into your self-expression and creativity and feel safe doing so. So I would like you to orient your mat in a way. I have mine lengthwise here, but if it feels better for you to have yours directly facing the camera with your back towards a wall, that may feel like a more safe and less vulnerable option for you. If you also feel like you would be more comfortable in things like a sweatshirt and warm socks, please, by all means, get into something comfortable. I want you to feel totally relaxed and safe here. This is your practice, and remember, your surroundings are totally your surroundings. You can change anything that you feel would help this class feel more true, authentic, and safe for you. So, I think I've done enough talking. We are going to start in a seated position, and I'm going to close down my eyes. If closing down the eyes does not feel safe for you, please just have a soft gaze or take your eye line over the nose and just simply soften and relax the eyes. We're just going to start by checking in, tuning in, and noticing the breath today. Where do you feel the breath landing in the body? Do you notice if there's a temperature difference as you breathe in versus when you breathe out? Is there any restriction as you breathe in? And if so, can you soften in those areas? Notice your heart rate. Notice the rate at which you are breathing, and don't judge any of it, just notice it. We don't have to change anything. I have my palms face down on my knees simply because that feels more grounding today. And all we're going to start to do for now is soften and lengthen the breath. So breathing in through the nose. And a slow, steady exhale like you're breathing out through a straw. Just like that. Breathe in. And breathe out. We're just going to do 3 more of those. Inhaling through the nose. And out of the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Last one together. Breathe in. Breathe out. If your eyes are closed down, just softly blink the eyes open. Reorient yourself to the room. Looking around, looking at things near, looking at things far, and then take your hands together, and I just want you to gently rub your hands together, generating a little bit of heat. And when you find a little bit of heat, I want you to place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly. Just want you to feel connected here, feel safe beneath the palms. And arriving mentally to your practice. We're going to inhale the arms overhead. You can watch the fingers as they touch. And then exhale, bring the thumb knuckles into your heart space, gently pressing the heart forward. Very nice. Do that again. Inhale the arms overhead. And then this time we're just going to take a gentle twist to the left. Right hand is going to come to the left knee. Left hand is going to plant behind you. Sit up a little bit taller. Breathe in. And then on the exhale, maybe you twist a little bit deeper, taking your gaze over that left shoulder. Using the inhales to sit tall. And the exhale to twist a little deeper as long as that feels good. And then come on back to center. Inhale, reach both arms high. Exhale, twist to the right. Sitting up nice and tall. And then gaze over that right shoulder as long as that feels okay on the neck. Very nice. Gently come on back to center. And again, my left leg is here on top of my right just to start. So we're going to reach overhead. And then exhale, plant the hands in front of you. We're just going to find a gentle fold. You can stay lifted onto the palms, or if it feels okay to come down onto the forearms, that is an option as well. Keep the sit bones rooted onto your mat. Finding some length in the tailbone, length in the side body, and then gently walk the hands back up. And then we're going to take the hands up one more time. Breathe in. This time we're going to drop the left hand to the left side. I'm going to start here on my finger pads, reaching my right arm up and over. And I do have a little bit more space, so I'm going to walk those left fingertips out. And then maybe even drop down onto my left forearm. And that's a little too far for me today, so I'm going to re-extend into that left arm, pull the right shoulder back, and then take my gaze up towards the ceiling, keeping the chest nice and open, finding a nice side body stretch. Breathe in, and then bring it back up to center, taking it to the right. Right fingertips land, left arm reaches up and over. Big side body stretch here. Very nice. Come on back up, breathe in, and then exhale, hands down through center. Very nice. We're just going to switch the cross of the legs. So my right leg is going to come on top this time, and then we're going to take those twists once again. Inhale, reach the arms high. This time we're going to twist to the right first, planting the right hand behind you. Left hand is pressing onto my outer right thigh. Very nice. Come on back through center, reach up, and then twist to the left. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms high. Find your forward fold, walking the hands out long in front of you, staying onto the palms or the forearms. And then walking the hands back closer to the body. Taking your side bends, reach the arms high. To the right first this time, dropping the right fingertips, left arm reaches up and over, find length, keep that left sit bone rooted into your mat. And then up through center and over to the left. Very nice. Arms up, reach high, and then drag your thumb knuckles in front of your heart space, nodding the chin down just a tad to lengthen the back of the neck. And checking in. Very nice. Take your palms onto your lap. We're going to take some neck rolls. So drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Find some length here on this right side. And then drop your chin towards your chest and lift the chin. Do that just a few times. And then go ahead and roll the head back, reaching your chin towards the ceiling. And then take it to the other side, right ear towards your right shoulder. Lower and lift the chin. And then drop the chin towards the chest. We're going to do that one more time, taking it the opposite direction. Right ear to right shoulder first. Find some length, soften that left shoulder away from the ear. And then drop the head back, lifting the chin towards the ceiling. And take it to the other side, left ear, left shoulder. And then drop the chin to the chest. Very nice. Put the head on straight. Roll the shoulders up and back. Release any tension in the shoulders and the chest just by adding some movement with your breath. And then reverse those circles with the shoulders, bringing the shoulders up to the ears and round. Up and round. Up and round. Very nice. We're going to take the arms into a cactus. Spread through each fingertip. Inhale, bring the elbows and the shoulders back. Imagine you have a pencil in between the shoulder blades and you're going to squeeze it. Breathe in. And then on the exhale, I just want to give yourself a hug. Right arm over left, grabbing opposite shoulders. Round through the spine and drop the head and neck. Inhale, open up. Taking a seated cow pose, using the arms to really open up through the chest, and then exhale, give yourself a hug. Left arm over right this time, round through the spine, drop the chin. Inhale, breathe in, open up. Exhale, right arm over left. Inhale, open up. Exhale, left arm over right. Beautiful. I hope you feel a little more integrated and in tune with your body and your breath. We are going to get into our vinyasa at this point, starting with sun salutation A, sun salutation B. And if you don't know what that is, that's perfectly fine. We're just going to build some heat and get the body moving. So when you're ready, go ahead and meet me in a standing position at the top edge of your mat. And when you get there, just roll out the ankles, pedal out the feet, twist the hips a little bit, just getting into the body in a safe and fun way. All right, and when you get to the standing stillness, I want you to lift all 10 toes, spread them, and root them back into your mat, just to feel a little bit more connected underneath the feet. Gently lift the kneecaps and lengthen the low back. Soften the shoulders away from the ears and turn your palms facing forward. Crown of your head reaches tall. Tadasana or mountain pose. I want you to feel strong and connected here. Breathing deep into the belly. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one together. Breathe in. And breathe out. Sweep the arms high, extended mountain, and then grab a hold of your left wrist, extending the left fingertips towards the ceiling. I want you to step your feet together. Gently press your hips over to the left side, and then start to find a bit of a side bend over to the right. So we're going to create a little bit of length from your left pinky finger all the way to that left hip. Really pressing the hips to the left and reaching to the right. Imagine you have something underneath this right side body and you want to clear it. So get up and over. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Pull that left shoulder down the back and then reach both arms high. Re-extend into both hands. Find length and then grab a hold of your right wrist and think up and over to the left, pressing your hips to the right. Keep that right shoulder pulled down the back and then see if you can lift the chin just a tad. Breathe in. And then come on back through center. Reach both arms high, lift up, and then exhale, find a forward fold. You can softly bend the knees or take a big bend in the knees here. It doesn't need to be very deep. Take a halfway lift, and then plant your hands. Take your left foot back. Drop your left knee and untuck the toes. You're really rooting into this right foot, and then we're just going to take some gentle pulses back and forth here. If you feel like you have a lot of opening in the legs and you want to get a little bit more into this pose, all you have to do is pulse the hips forward and then pulse the hips back and straighten into this right leg any amount. You can keep your palms or your finger pads planted on either side of that right foot, as we won't be here long. We're just getting a little bit of movement in this right leg and hip. Very nice. Tuck your left toes, pick up your left knee, and then step your right foot back to meet the left, coming into this high plank. You have the option to lower the knees at this point. We're going to shift the body forward and then untuck the toes if they're not already, as you lower all the way onto your belly. Your hands are underneath the shoulders, right by the floating ribs here, and then untuck the toes if they're not there. Glue the feet to the tops of the feet to the mat, and then lift your head, neck, and chest into this baby cobra. Breathe in, and then exhale, release. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. We're going to do that one more time. This time as you lift, maybe you take those hands with you to ensure that you're using the muscles in the back line of the body rather than pressing into the hands. Just lift and then press into the palms, tuck the toes. Find a tabletop just as a transition, and then downward facing dog. And again, if downward facing dog is not in your practice, we will be meeting in a standing position at the top of the mat in just a moment, so you can make your way there. But as you feel out this downward facing dog, I just want you to pedal into the legs, switching your weight from one foot to the other, pressing one heel to the mat and then the other, waking up the backs of the legs. Very nice. Look in between your hands, come high onto the balls of the feet, bend into the knees, and walk to the top of your mat. Taking it nice and slow. Excuse me. And then take a halfway lift and a forward fold. Very nice. Inhale to extend them out and reach the arms high. And we're just going to take it to the other side. Exhale, forward fold. I'm sorry, let me fix my microphone here. Forward fold. Take a halfway lift and then plant your hands. This time we're going to step your right foot back, drop your right knee, and untuck your toes. Again, we're just taking some very small and gentle pulses with this left hip forward and back. And if at any time you want to get a little deeper into this posture, all you have to do is lengthen a little bit more in that left leg. It's all about finding what feels good and safe in your body. And sometimes the legs have some flexibility, but I'll tell you what, mine do not today. They are tight. Tuck your right toes, pick up the right knee, and step that left foot back. Option again to come onto the knees. I'm going to stay lifted this time. Shift the body forward so that the shoulders pass the wrist, and then begin to lower all the way onto your belly once again. Untuck the toes. Squeeze the back line of the body to lift. Find your baby cobra first. Exhale, release. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale to baby cobra, maybe without the hands once again. And then exhale, press into the palms, tuck the toes, roll over the knees, and find downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet once again. Still just warming up. Now we are going to head into Sun Sal A. So just adding a little bit more pace and momentum to this vinyasa. Come high onto the toes, bend into the knees, and walk to the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift and a forward fold. Very nice. Inhale, reach the arms high. And exhale, forward fold. Lead with your chest bending into the knees. Take a halfway lift and then plant the palms. Step your feet back into your high plank. Shift the body forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, tilt your upward facing dog or your full cobra if you are ready for it. Exhale, roll over the toes and find downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Come high onto the toes, bend the knees, walk or hop to the top. Still just checking in with the body, and forward fold. Reach the arms high, extended mountain. We have 2 more of those. So exhale, fold, follow the breath. Take a halfway lift, think flat back, and then plant the palms, step it back to your high plank. Shift the body forward, exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Come high onto the toes, bend into the knees, walk or hop to the top. Take a halfway lift and a forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Last one together, exhale, forward fold. Take a halfway lift and then plant the palm, step or hop it back to your high plank. Shift the body forward, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to upward facing dog and exhale to downward facing dog. Very nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Come high onto the toes, bend into the knees, walk or hop to the top of the mat. Take a halfway lift and a forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms high, extended mountain. Exhale, bring your hands into heart center. I hope you're building a little bit of heat in the body, getting the blood flowing, getting your energy and your momentum up. We're going to take this into Sensal B. And again, you don't have to know what that means. Just giving you a heads up that we are changing this vinyasa a little bit. We're going to inhale, reach the arms high. On the exhale, we're going to set the hips back, coming into this chair pose. Now, chair pose, I want you to look down and see if you can see all 10 toes. If not, simply pull the hips back, pulling the shins and the knees back, and that should help with that adjustment. The weight is in the heels. Maybe even lift and wiggle the toes. The legs start to talk to you here. Bring the arms up. So we're kind of in these opposite motions, sitting the hips low, reaching the upper body tall. Can you find a little bit more distance between the ribs and the hips? Take your gaze up, breathe in, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, and then plant the hands, step it back to your high plank. Shift the body forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lowering halfway or all the way. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Very nice. Planting into your right foot, sweep the left leg high. So this is a three-legged downward facing dog. And if you've practiced with me before, you know I like to start on my left rather than my right, so this shouldn't be a surprise. Breathe in, and then curl left knee to nose. Tiger curl. So imagine you have cat-like with the back, really pulling that left thigh into your chest. Look in between your hands and plant your left foot. I like to come onto my finger pads just to give myself a little bit more space. I'm going to drop my right heel, taking my right foot at a bit of an angle. Grind into your feet and sweep your arms high. This is your warrior one. As we're here, just notice where the hips are in space. If you can pull that left hip back and simply press that right hip forward, kind of turning your hips more towards the front edge of the mat rather than to the side. It's a big opener in the back of that right leg, so just feel it out. Breathe in. Can you take this into just a very baby back bend by reaching the chest up and reaching the thumbs back? Take up lots of space. You are safe. You are loved here. Inhale. And then on the exhale, imagine there's a wall in front of you. Paint it with both hands. Plant the palms. Left foot steps back. Shift the body forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Taking it to the right side, you're going to sweep that right leg high. This is your three-legged. Notice if the weight in the hands shifted. Can you keep it even on both sides? Breathe in, lift from the inner thigh, and then curl right knee to nose. Tiger curl, pulling that right thigh into your chest. Squeeze, look in between the hands, and plant that right foot. Pivot on your left heel, and then get really strong in your foundation before you decide to sweep your arms high, coming into warrior one. Checking in with the hips, pull that right hip crease back, soften that left hip crease forward, and then find that very gentle back bend, reaching the chest up and the thumbs back. Take up space, inhale, and then paint the wall in front of you. Plant the hands, right foot steps back to meet the left. Shift the body forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Very nice. Softly bend into the knees. You're going to lower the knees at the same time. Untuck the toes and come back to a seat. Whew. Take your hands into your lap. And again, you can close or just softly settle the eyes on a gaze somewhere. Just checking in with the body after we've added all that movement. Take your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly once more. Just remind yourself that you are safe here. You are loved. You are free to create and express as you please. There is no judgment, just acceptance and encouragement from me. Whew. I'm definitely warming up over here. I hope you are also. Whenever you're ready, we're going to walk the hands back forward and tuck the toes to find downward facing dog just for a moment. Come high onto the balls of the feet, bend into the knees, and walk to the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift, and then exhale to fold. Inhale, extended mountain, and then exhale, bring your hands into heart center. So that is your Sun Salbi variation. And from here, we're going to add on a couple more postures. We're going to get into a one-legged mountain or a stork pose and also into an eagle pose. So these poses are great for your balance, but they're also great for opening and addressing the major joints in the body. So they just help overall feel really nice. And again, if anything that I say does not feel like it is safe in your practice right now, please omit them altogether. And you can take a variation that feels safe and comfortable for you. Lifting all 10 toes, spread them and root them back into your mat. Inhale, reach the arms high, extended mountain, and then exhale back into that chair pose. Looking down to see if you can see all 10 toes and lengthening the low back. Breathe in, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plants the hand, step the left foot back followed by the right. Inhale, shift the body forward, and exhale, lower halfway. Inhale to upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice. Plant into your right foot right away. We're going to sweep this left leg high, three-legged, and then exhale, tiger curl. Hug that knee into your nose or your chest, and then step it through. Very nice. Pivot on the back heel. Warrior one, reach up, look up, and then open up to warrior two. So we're going to work on taking that right foot parallel or at just a slight angle, reaching the heel back a little bit further, and then the left foot is pointing forward. Arms are extending long, active in both hands as if you've got shadows that you can cast underneath your palms. And then we're having a nice bend in this left knee, so I've noticed mine is starting to straighten out a little bit. Rebend into the left knee if you've lost it. Work your left knee open towards that left pinky toe. Very nice. Inhale, we begin to reach forward, just hinging at the hips. Don't lose the bend in the front knee. We're going to flip this left palm, take it up and back. Right arm is going to wrap around the low back or track down that right leg. Either way, it's completely weightless here. Inhale, lengthen this left side body. Breathe in. And then exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward, once again hinging at the hips. This time we're going to take the left forearm to the left thigh and reach your right arm up and over, palm facing down towards the floor. Still bending into that left knee. Rotate the pinky finger down towards the floor a little bit more. And then pull the right shoulder down the back as if you can open the chest, almost like you're corkscrewing it towards the ceiling just a bit. Breathe in and breathe out. Very nice. Find warrior two once more. And then we're going to sweep both arms high, pivot on the back foot, and pop that back heel up. So this is your crescent lunge. Extend into this back leg. A lot of times it likes to get a little saggy on us. Power up that back leg. Very nice. And then bring your hands to heart center. I want you just to look just beyond those left toes. Start shifting your weight into that left foot. And step your right foot up to meet the left. See if you can leave it hovering rather than planting that right foot. From here, we're going to reach the arms high and bring that right thigh into your chest. This is your stork pose or one-legged mountain. Breathe in Breathe out. Notice how that left foot shifts and accommodates for you without you even really thinking about it. It starts shifting the weight from the big toe mound to the pinky toe mound to the middle of the foot, all for you to keep you safe here. So just notice that. Breathe in and then cross the right thigh over the left any amount. So I've got one cross here, and then I'm going to take my foot and kind of wrap it around my left calf. So this is my full eagle legs here. If this is too much on those hips, I just want you to cross the thigh rather than the calves. Breathe in, and then on the exhale, cross right arm underneath left, either coming into eagle pose here or grabbing opposite shoulders, just like we did in the beginning, almost as if you're giving yourself a hug. Very nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Can you settle the hips a little bit lower here? Can you reach the elbows just a bit higher? And then very slowly, very gently unwind, sweeping the arms high, coming into that stork once more. And then can you swim it back? Softly, gently land into your crescent lunge. Very nice. Breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach the left arm forward, and then exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the left foot. Left foot steps back to meet the right. Shift the body forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right foot high this time. And then exhale, tiger curl, right knee to nose. Squeeze it up and in, and then step that right foot through. Pivot on the back heel. We're going to find warrior one. Inhale, and then open up, warrior two. So we've been here before, just on the other side. Take whatever adjustments you need to take, lengthening the amount of space you're taking up on your mat, rebending into that right knee, opening the right knee towards the right pinky toe, and then extend through the arms like you've got a long line of energy from those left fingertips to the right. Very nice. Begin to reach forward, hinging at the hips. Flip the front palm. Take your right arm up and back. Reverse your warrior. Left arm is completely weightless. Inhale. And then exhale, warrior two. Begin to reach forward once again, this time finding that extended side angle. I'm going to drop my right arm to my right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over, pulling the pinky finger down towards the floor. And then not dumping into this right arm. So rather than collapsing here, find a lift. If you were to move this right arm, you're not going to fall, right? Just kind of there for some moral support. Breathe in. And then find your warrior two. Nice and strong warrior. Feel settled here, and then I want you to sweep both arms high, pivot on that back foot, crescent lunge. Very nice. Active in that left leg just like you are in the right. Bring your hands to heart center. Take your gaze over that right foot, in front of the right foot, and then step your left foot up to meet the right. Rather than resting, it's just a bit lifted here as we head into our stork pose. Bringing the left thigh into your chest. Reach the arms high and flex into that left foot. Take an inhale. As you exhale, wrap the left thigh now over the right, any amount, and then swing left arm under right. Again, option to give yourself a hug here, or unite the palms, or even just the backs of the hands. Find something that feels strong and stable here. Taking your gaze to a spot in the room that's not moving. Can you pull the belly button up and in just a bit as you lower the hips and lift the elbows? Getting really integrated here into this eagle pose. Whew, very nice. Begin to unwind, reach the arms high, find that stork pose. Very slowly, very gently reach the left toes back. Let them land, crescent lunge. Breathe in, and then open up, warrior two. Begin to reach forward and then cartwheel the hands down, framing your right foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Inhale, shifts the body forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Just for a moment, inhale and exhale. Come high onto the toes, bend the knees, walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift, take a fold. And then extended mountain. Reach the arms high. Chair pose, breathe in. And then mountain pose with your hands at heart center, or again, if it feels safer to you, I want you to take your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. This is just a really beautiful way to become present with your body, to feel safe, become integrated with what you have done, to feel the heart rate and the breath rate kind of increasing a bit. If yours isn't, mine totally is. And softening your gaze or closing down the eyes altogether if that feels safe for you. We are going to go through that vinyasa one more time on each side, and then we're going to head into some more gentle stretches as we begin our cool down part of the practice. So whenever you are ready, take a breath in. Let it go. Inhale. And let it out. We will be moving a little more breath to movement this time. Rather than more cues, it'll be just guiding you into the posture and back out of it. So inhale, sweep the arms high, look up. Exhale, sit the hips low, find your chair pose. Breathe in as you reach the thumbs up and back. And then exhale, find a forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step your right foot back this time, followed by your left, just to even things out. Shift the body forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Right away, let's lift that left leg high, three-legged, and then find your tiger curl, knee to nose. Hold for the inhale, and then step it through on the exhale. Pivot on the back foot, get strong in your foundation, and sweep your arms high, warrior one. Breathe in, and then open up, warrior two. Inhale to reach it forward, flip the palm, take the left arm up and back, reverse your warrior. Don't lose the bend in this left knee, breathe in, find warrior two. Reach it forward once more, and then find your extended side angle. Take one inhale here, open up in that right side body. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, sweeps both arms high, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Get strong and get stable. Look just beyond the left toe. Start shifting your weight into your left foot. And come right into stork pose. Pointing into that left big toe mound, getting really strong in that standing leg. And then find eagle, wrapping right leg over left and then right arm under left. Take any variation that feels good to you today. Sink the hips, lift the elbows, breathe in, exhale, and then inhale, unwind. Reach the arms high, reach the right knee into the chest, and then swim it back. Crescent lunge. Inhale, open up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale as you reach forward, and then exhale, cartwheels the hands down. Left foot steps back to meet the right. Shift the body forward, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog, just taking it to the other side. Sweep the right leg high. Tiger curl, right knee to nose, shifting the body forward. Step the right foot in between the hands. Pivot on the back foot. Find warrior one. Breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Very nice. Reach forward, flip the front palm. Carry the right arm up and back. Reverse your warrior. And then exhale, find warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Take the left arm over this time. Extended side angle. And then back to warrior two. Settle. Sweep the arms high. Crescent lunge. Bring your hands to heart center. I know we're moving. We're building some heat now. Shifting your weight into your right foot. Find your stork pose. Carry the left thigh into your chest. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, eagle pose. Wrapping left leg over the right. Left arm under the right. Lift the elbows, sink the hips. Get long here. Breathe in. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, unwind. Reach the arms high. Lift the knee into your chest. And then swim it back. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Begin to reach it forward. And then follow your exhale through chaturanga. Stepping your right foot back. Shift the body forward. Lower halfway. Inhale to upward facing dog. Listen up. Drop the knees here. Sit the hips back. Just come to a seat. Whew. Take your palms face down in your lap or onto your heart and your belly like we have been. Once again, just integrating, thanking your body, noticing how safe you feel and how supported you feel because of your body. It carried you through that entire practice with grace and with ease. Thank your breath for supporting you through that practice. Thank your heart for carrying you through that practice. If your eyes are closed, you can blink them open. Once again, just reorient yourself with your space, where you are in your room. And then when you're ready, in no fancy way at all, we're just going to swing the legs around, take them out long in front of you. We're going to remove any flesh from under the sit bones. It helps deepen the fold. And then pull the toes back towards the face, pull the belly button up and then kind of hollow out the belly. As you reach the arms high, breathe in, and then exhale, take a seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. And if it feels better to bend into the legs, like I said, mine are feeling extra tight today, so I'm going to bend those knees, reaching my chest towards the toes, and then soften the shoulders away from the ears, finding the reach from my chest rather than my mid-back. And then slowly come on up to a seat. You're going to bring your right knee into your chest and then step the right foot over the left leg. I'm going to use my left arm just to give my right leg a hug here. Once you get into the twist, if you want to deepen it, I will give you an option to do that as well. So I'm giving my left leg a hug, and then I'm going to reach my right arm behind me like a little bit of a second spine coming into a twist. Now, if you want to kind of explore the depth of this posture, you can take this left elbow and hook it to the outside of the right leg, taking your left palm to that outer right hip or even onto the chest to help you get into this twist a little more. Take your gaze over the right shoulder and then notice if that left leg, like mine did, just kind of is hanging there. Activate into that left leg even. Find full body activation here. And then keep the legs just like they are. I want you just to unwind the upper body. Bring your left heel into the glute as you rest back onto your palms, fingers pointing towards the heels, coming into this seated figure four. Now you have the option to take this into any depth that feels good to you. So if this is too much, sitting straight up like this, widen the base. So walk that heel out a little further. Even walking the palms back a little further will give you more space. I want you just to feel a little sensation in that outer right hip, flexing or rolling into the right ankle. It might even feel good to sway the hips or sway the knees left and right here. You have the autonomy to explore any of these poses, any of these vinyasas or these postures, and take them and make them into something that feels good and safe for you. Very nice. I want you to unwind the legs, take them long in front of you, and shake them up. Taking it to the other side, hug your left knee into your chest. Sit up nice and tall and then step the left foot to the outside of the right thigh. I'm going to give my left leg a hug with my right arm and sweep this left arm behind me, coming into a twist. Taking my gaze over that left shoulder, and now I have the space to twist a little more, so I'm going to hook my right arm here. Take my right palm onto my chest just because that feels good today. Very nice. Unwinding just the upper body and then hugging that right heel in towards my bottom and pressing that left knee away energetically, Flexing into my left foot, taking some circles, and then swaying the knees. Very nice. Unwinding the legs, take them out long in front of you and shake them out. Then we're going to come onto your backs and plant the feet, take the knees up towards the ceiling. Make your way onto your back. Now, if you have your block or a pillow nearby that you would like to use, we're just gonna take a supported bridge, or I'm sorry, a bridge pose. You have the option to take supported bridge with any of those props that I mentioned. So take your arms down to your sides, walk the heels in close to the glutes, reach down and see if you can kind of graze the heels here. And then begin like imagining you're gonna slide your feet underneath a rug and you'll feel the tilt of the pelvis just as you lift the hips, squeezing the glutes to help with the lift, pressing the hips up towards the ceiling. If you have a prop you would like to place underneath your hip bones or your sacrum, you can do so. Otherwise, just rely on the strength of your body because it is there. You are strong. Breathe in. We're not here for long. Stay for the exhale. Inhale. Breathe out. One more breath in. If you have your prep, go ahead and begin to remove it. We're going to lower the hips all the way down. And then just allow the knees to fall to the left. Sometimes it helps me if I shimmy my hips to the right first and then allow the knees to fall over to the left any amount. And my gaze will fall over to the right. I have my left hand on my belly and my right hand supporting my head, just for reference. Excuse me. And then bring the knees through center. Take the hips over towards the left and allow the knees to fall to the right this time. Taking a twist. Bringing the knees back to center. Excuse me. And then we're going to head into your final resting shape. And like I mentioned at the beginning of class, this will be a 10-minute shavasana. And we will just be lying here. Take what you need. Sometimes it feels nice to cover up with a blanket or even placing a pillow underneath the head. Get totally comfortable here. And then you have the option to close down the eyes, or you can just have a soft gaze. There's no need to feel like you have to have your eyes closed here. So take your legs out long. If you would rather take this shavasana seated, that is also an option. Take your arms down to your sides. And one more time, we're just going to check in with the body, noticing how it feels now after we have integrated all of that movement and mindfulness and gratitude and breath. Notice if you can allow yourself to soften even 1% more into your mat, feel a little bit more supported here. And then when you're ready, you'll begin your shavasana. I will bring you out in about 10 minutes. I want you to very slowly, very gently begin to reorient yourself back into the room, wiggling fingers and toes. If the eyes were closed, softly blink them open. Excuse me. Breathing fresh energy into the body. And when you're ready, you'll come into a fetal position on your right hand side, just as a transition, pressing into the right palm to push the body up into a seat. Coming into a comfortable seat, just like we started. Taking this time to integrate your practice. Practicing that gratitude once again, noticing the breath and how the body feels after movement. And then when you're ready, we'll reach the arms overhead, unite the palms, and drag the thumb knuckles in front of the heart space. Nodding the chin down just a tad. It was my honor to practice with you as always. Go in peace, love, and light. Namaste.